Hey Fort fam, gonna go over today's workout tomorrow. I say tomorrow because I'm doing it the day before. We've got tread water today, so we have a 1 mile run followed by 150 double unders, followed by 10 rounds of Cyndy. If you're not familiar with Cyndy, Cyndy is 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 squats. Before we move on, guys, I'm gonna talk about all this, and we're talking about scaling options, but tomorrow's weather doesn't look fantastically good. It looks like it's probably gonna rain. If you don't mind running in the rain, I think it's going to be warm. If you don't mind running in the rain, then by all means do this. But I am also going to post the workout Cyndy, which is just 20-minute AMRAP. So 20-minute AMRAP, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. That is a benchmark. And then we'll talk about scaling here in a minute. So if it is cold or if it is rainy and you are not into either of those things like I am, then Cyndy will be just fine. You'll get a whole bunch of work in a very short period of time, I promise. So let's talk running. So with 1 mile run here, we're looking for about a 10-minute effort. If you're going past that, guys, again, it's a quarantine workout, so it's going to be long. You're going to make it longer by doing that. In that case, we don't have a class. We got to follow our class afterwards. So if you want to run the whole mile, by all means, run the whole mile. But as we talk about all the time, no heel strikes, okay? Like you're going to jump rope on your toe, and then what we want to do is just lean forward, right? Moving down. 150 double unders. So on those toes, as soon as you jump, spin the rope hard. If you're like, hey, I don't want to do double unders, let's do 300 singles right there, okay? And then moving down to 10 rounds of Cyndy. As we move into Cyndy, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. So the 5 pull-ups. If you have a pull-up bar, great. If you have a pull-up bar that you're like, I've got a pull-up bar, but it's a little janky, maybe go strict pull-ups. If you got a pull-up bar that's really, you're like, hey, I'm good, then by all means, keep them. We're looking to press down that bar like we talk about all the time, and then chin goes over. That's it, once the chin goes over. If you're like, hey, I don't have any of that, we can use a dumbbell or we can use an object. You see, I got a case of water here. So dumbbell, basically I'm going to lean over, the nice flat back, push the elbow back. What I don't want to do is flare this elbow out. I want to push it back, okay? I'm going to do 5 on the right, put it down, and do 5 on the left, right? Try to get away from pulling with your upper body, although it's likely going to happen just a little bit. The more strict I can do this movement, the better off we're going to be. If you're like, hey, I don't have a dumbbell, any odd object will work here. I've got a case of water. I'm going to grab that case of water. I'm going to lean over, push my elbows back, pulling it to. Okay? Backpack, anything you got laying around, you can basically do a row with, guys. So we're looking for 5 reps. From there, 10 push-ups. So if you've never done Cyndy or some version of Cyndy, guys, the push-ups are generally what gets people. So keep those elbows in nice and tight. The chest touches, the elbows lock out. Preferably, pick a version that you're capable of doing all 10 with. Now, it doesn't mean you have to do all 10 during the workout, but if you're like, hey, strict push-ups, I can't necessarily do all 10. Maybe go a knee push-up, maybe go a snake push-up, maybe go a box push-up or whatever you have elevated. But either way, the elbows come in nice and tight, the chest touches, the elbows lock out. Whatever version you pick, preferably a version we can go all 10 with, and then break them up. Guys, I'm telling you, even at 10 rounds, you're probably going to need to break these things up. And then moving on, the air squat. So the hip goes back. That's the first thing to move. Hip back, knee tracks out. So hip back, knee tracks out. So I hit depth all the way down. My chest up tall. I'm looking at something directly in front of me. Stand up, open the hip back, knee out, down, and then up. Those are our pacer. More than likely, you'll struggle through the pull-ups and the push-ups more than you will the squats. So those are our pacer. And then if you guys remember again, if it's cold, rainy, anything of the such you don't want to get involved with, do this for 20 minutes. I'll also be posting that, okay? You got questions, post them on the Fort Facebook page, okay? Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon.